Hey guys, today I'm going to take you through something I also make regularly, a Buddha bowl. So you can play around a bit, you can choose different veg, different whole grains, kind of whatever you want, but this gives you an idea of maybe a base to go by and then you can build up from there. So I usually start my bowl with some whole grains, and legumes in this case. So what I've got here, I've already cooked it. I've got a mix of quinoa and lentils. Now when I cook, I often cook two bases like that. So it might be brown rice and lentils, anything like that. I always just cook them in the same water, in the same pot. These are easy because they take roughly the same cooking time. Just keep in mind if you're using something like brown rice and lentils, you might need to allow more time. You might put the brown rice in first and then after 20 minutes put the lentils in to cook for another 20 minutes. But I've got my bowl here. I'm going to start with these, start with the base. I'm putting a fair bit in, had a big workout today. Now on top of this, I've got my veg here. So I've got a few sticks of asparagus. Now these have been roasted in the oven. Some broccoli, which I've also roasted in the oven. I've got some bok choy here, so just my Asian greens. You can use spinach, kale, anything you want. Add some onion, I've got some red onion. A few bits of cucumber. I'm going to add some jalapeños, just add an extra bit of heat. You can then add some herbs and spices, so I'm just going to use a few dried basil leaves, some cumin, paprika. You can add whatever you want. I also love usually adding capsicum. Unfortunately, I don't have any in the house at the moment. I've got some soybeans I'm going to add. Just adding them on top. I keep them in the freezer, just ready to go when I need them. Then I'm going to add my sauces. So over here, I've actually just prepared a beetroot dip. So I got 3 beetroots, roasted them in the oven with 4 bits of garlic, chucked it all in the blender with some water and vinegar, just blended it up and it's good to go. So I'll add a few spoons of that. Beetroot is super healthy for you, really good for your blood circulation, good for the heart, good for your muscles, all those kind of things, good for your blood pressure. I'll add some whole grain mustard, so just a spoon of that. And I've got hummus here, just store-bought, but I'll add a couple of spoons of that. And then also in the oven, I've just roasted some tofu, so I put some soy sauce on the outside and buckwheat flour, then just chucked them in the oven, makes them a bit crispy, gives me a bit of my protein. I also added kidney beans to the beetroot dip, actually, forgot to say. Anytime I make a dip, anytime I make anything really, it's different. I don't follow recipes, so my Buddha bowl is going to be different now as it was last time. Next time I make it, it'll be different again. Depends what veg I have lying around. And there's my bowl. I'll give it a sprinkle of lemon juice. And I've got a nutrition-filled bowl just packed with different nutrition. From here, I just blend it up, mix it all together and eat it. Doesn't look as nice once it's mixed together, so I'll show you that beforehand. So yeah, that's something I do regularly. As I said, it's different every time. You can use different sauces, you can use a different base, so it doesn't have to be quinoa and lentils. It might just be brown rice, it might just be lentils. You might add some buckwheat, whatever you want. You can mix a few things. I just find that easier to get more nutrients in, just increasing the density. So I usually add my base, which today is the quinoa and lentils, a bunch of veg, some greens, and some sauce to mix it up. Then just a few herbs and spices for extra flavour. And I'll also add some protein-packed plants as well. So I don't eat any animal products, so I get all my protein from plants. So today, for majority of my protein, there's a bit of protein in all your veg, but I've gone with the heavier proteins from my tofu and the kidney beans that I added to my beetroot dip. The quinoa and lentils also quite good with protein as well. So now I've got all the nutrients I need, a bunch of vitamins, minerals, proteins, carbs. One more thing I'm going to add, which I almost forgot, is avocado. So I'll cut this up, put this in, and this will give me some good fats as well. And that's my dinner. Now you'll notice I still have a lot of left over. That's because I'm bulk cooking for the week. This is my dinner tonight, but I'm also going to put it into 3 different containers for my lunches over the next 3 days. That way I don't have to worry about them. Grab them in the morning out of the fridge, bring them to work, they're ready to go. And I've got a nutritious lunch. Anyways, I hope you found that helpful. Use those kind of things to build up your own Buddha bowl. I'll write the ingredients in this post, but you don't have to follow that. You might choose different veggies. You might add some tomato, sweet potato, pumpkin. You might not use asparagus. Whatever you like, try to just get a mix though. So you've got the base, you've got the carbs, you've got a bit of fat at the end, some protein, and then just a bunch of veg. A really healthy meal. Hope you found that helpful, and give it a crack. Make your own unique Buddha bowl and even post a picture below. Show me what you've come up with. Thanks guys. I'll see you soon.